The sand beneath Noah's boots had turned from golden to crimson 3 days ago. He'd stopped wondering if it was rust from the ancient shipwrecks buried beneath the dunes or something far worse. His throat felt like broken glass, each swallow a reminder that his canteen had run dry somewhere between the canyon of screaming winds and this endless, hellish desert. The escape pod had promised him salvation. Instead, it had dumped him on Zerath 9, a planet the galaxy had marked with a skull icon in every star chart. Uninhabitable, the data cores called it. Abandoned by all sentient life. They were wrong. Noah saw the shimmer first. Heat mirage or genuine water, he couldn't tell anymore. His vision swam with dehydration, his tongue thick and useless in his mouth. But as he crested the next dune, collapsing to his knees, he saw it clearly. An oasis. Real water. Palm-like vegetation with silver leaves. And structures. Curved buildings that seemed grown rather than built. Their surfaces reflecting the twin suns like polished bone. He stumbled forward, half crawling, all dignity abandoned. Water, water. The word became a prayer, a desperate mantra. He made it to the pool's edge before the spears surrounded him. They emerged from nowhere, or perhaps he'd been too delirious to notice them. Tall figures, humanoid but decidedly not human. Their skin bore patterns like cracked earth, deep ochre and burnt sienna with luminescent veins pulsing beneath. They wore armor made of what looked like crystallized sand, and each held a weapon that hummed with barely contained energy. But it was their eyes that stopped Noah's hand from reaching them. Water, predatory, calculating, ancient, waters. Earned, came a voice like grinding stone. Noah looked up. The speaker stood apart from the others, shorter, more compact, but carrying an authority that made the others seem like shadows in comparison. Female, if such distinctions applied here. Her armor was more elaborate, etched with symbols that seemed to move when he tried to focus on them. Danny, one of the warriors murmured, a name that sounded wrong in their guttural language but right somehow. Danny stepped closer, her spear's tip hovering inches from Noah's throat. Serve or we feast. The threat was unmistakable. Through his dehydration-addled mind, Noah understood. He'd stumbled into a warrior culture and mercy wasn't in their vocabulary. His voice cracked. I can serve. What do you need? Danny's lipless mouth curved into something that might have been a smile on a human face. On her, it looked like a predator sizing up prey. Can you fight? Yes. Can you die? Noah blinked. Everyone can die. Wrong answer. Danny lowered her spear slightly. The weak die easily. The strong choose when to die. Which are you, human? Human, she knew what he was. Noah's mind raced despite the fog of dehydration. If they knew about humans, they knew about Earth. About humanity's reputation in this sector. The species too stubborn to quit. Too crazy to know when they were beaten. He met Danny's alien eyes. My ship was destroyed. My crew is dead. I crossed 300 miles of your hell desert on a liter of water and protein bars made of insects. I'm still breathing. You tell me which I am. Silence fell over the oasis. The warriors exchanged glances, their luminescent veins pulsing in patterns that might have been communication. Danny threw back her head and made a sound, harsh, rhythmic, almost like laughter. 300 miles. On a liter. She turned to her warriors, speaking in their language, then back to Noah. Impressive. Stupid but impressive. She gestured, and one of the warriors brought a vessel, a bowl carved from dark stone. Danny dipped it into the oasis pool and held it out. Noah's hand shook as he reached for it. Danny pulled it back. Serve, she repeated. The Krethar do not give charity. You drink because you have proven worthy of consideration. You live because you may prove useful. Disappoint us when she clicked her jaw, a sound that echoed with finality. And we feast. What do you need me to do? Danny handed him the bowl. Noah drank, and the water was unlike anything he'd tasted. Slightly mineral, almost electric on his tongue, but it was life itself flowing down his throat. He forced himself to drink slowly, knowing too much too fast would make him sick. The metal devils, Danny said, settling onto a stone outcropping. They came 3 cycles ago, from the sky like you, but they didn't stumble and beg. They attacked, killed 17 of my warriors with weapons that burn the soul, not just the flesh. Noah lowered the bowl, his mind sharpening with each moment of hydration. Raiders? We call them void-touched. They hide in the ruins to the north, the dead city we cannot enter. Our weapons fail there. Our warriors vanish. But you, Danny's eyes narrowed. Humans are known for your tricks. Your inability to follow rules, even nature's rules. You want me to go into the dead city. I want you to kill them. All of them. Danny stood towering over Noah even in his seated position. Do this and you have earned more than water. You earn a place among the Crethar. You earn the right to call yourself warrior. Noah looked at the Oasis, then at the alien warriors surrounding him. In their eyes, he saw neither friendship nor hostility, only respect for strength and contempt for weakness. This was a culture forged by Zerath 9's brutality, hardened by generations of survival, and they were asking him to do the impossible. He thought of his dead crew, of Earth impossibly far away, of humanity's stubborn refusal to lay down and die no matter the odds. He thought of every HFY story his grandmother had told him, back when humans were still proving themselves to a galaxy that thought them primitive, weak, too soft for the stars. Noah stood on shaking legs and met Danny's gaze. Give me a weapon. Show me where they are. I'll paint that dead city with their blood. Danny's smile grew wider, more genuine. She extended her arm and Noah clasped it, a gesture that transcended species. Stupid human, she said, but there was approval in her grinding voice. You'll fit right in. As the Crethar warriors began preparing for the assault, Noah allowed himself a moment to look up at the alien sky. Earth was out there somewhere, spinning in the void. And when he made it home, if he made it home, he'd have one hell of a story. The galaxy thought humans were crazy. Danny and the Crethar were about to learn why that reputation was earned.